I don't know what's crazier, the fact that there wasn't text messaging back when the Bengals last won a playoff game, or that Michael Jordan was not even an NBA champion the last time the Bengals won a playoff game before Saturday. Now, look, that was a terribly egregious officiating mistake. And who knows how that game goes if Trayvon Moehrig doesn't slow down when he hears a whistle and makes a play on that touchdown to Tyler Boyd. Who knows? That was awful. That was a black eye on the league. That was a black mark on the league. That whole game was poorly officiated. Yeah. But that was probably the worst moment of the weekend. Having said all that, great moment for the long-suffering fans of Cincinnati. Great moment in the brief history of Brother from Another. As my Cincinnati Bengals, the team that didn't want to win, the team that shouldn't have drafted Jamar Chase. And yeah, Michael, I know you came around. You came around in time to jump on the last few seats of the bandwagon before the playoffs came around. I know, but I'm still going to give you this work. I'm still going to remind you of how hard you went at the Bengals in the offseason and all season, telling me how fraudulent they were when I told you this was a new day in Cincinnati, okay? And not only did they get their first playoff win, it was the first of many to come in the Zach Taylor, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Joe Mixon era. And it ain't the last one this postseason, because they got your Tennessee Titans coming up. I know Mike Vrabel's your boy. I know that's your coach of the year. I know that's your latest and greatest AFC Super Bowl pick, I believe. I'll lose track of whose bandwagon you on. You might be on the Chiefs. I don't know. Bottom line, Bengals about to get another one. They finally got one. Now they about to get another one in Nashville. Just prepare yourself to have to eat even more crow. Have to eat more of your words. How does your foot taste? I'm not gonna say what Shaq once said. I'm gonna just ask you, how does your foot taste watching the Bengals win a playoff game? I'm pretty sure you said they wouldn't even make the playoffs. Now here they are in the divisional round. How's it feel?
Well, it's funny that you would use feet as the analogy, because I'm a big foot fan. You know, some people call it a fetish, but I don't think it's a fetish at all. But that's for another show at another time. But I just want to point out.
Do you?
That's right. I'm not on the bandwagon. I'm not on Cincinnati's bandwagon. You have been on their bandwagon for a long time, and now you've probably taken it too far. But I appreciate
it. I gassed it. I built it.
You've taken it too far today. But I got to tell you, Michael, I was happy for them. I was happy for Cincinnati. I was so happy to see them win the game. Happy to see Zach Taylor do what he did, and happy for the fan base where they can change this conversation. You want to talk about pretext and Michael Jordan wasn't a champion. How about this little play on words? The last time they won a playoff game, their quarterback's name was Boomer. That guy is now a Boomer. Boomer Esiason. That's how long it's been since they won a playoff game. So, look, man, I like when anybody, playoff football team or family or individual or business, I like when anybody is able to come in and break a generational curse. That fan sign, the curse is broken, appropriate. Because they started to feel that way. The fans did. I don't know what the players thought, but I know the fans in Cincinnati started to think, what is it about us? What's wrong with us? Why can't we just get a playoff win? We're not asking to win the Super Bowl right now. How about win a playoff game?
Just a peek.
Can we win a playoff game? Can we just win a playoff game?
So you thought I went far?
I don't think.
You thought I went far?
Yeah.
I'm going even farther. I'm going even farther.
No. They're not better. I don't think they're better than Tennessee. I don't think they're going to beat Tennessee. I think both divisional round games will be fairly lopsided. I think Kansas City's going to give Buffalo that.
I'm about to say.
I think Kansas City's going to give Buffalo that work, and Tennessee's going to do the same thing in Cincinnati.
I was just about to say, like, okay, that's fine. You don't care that they're as good as Tennessee. You don't think Buffalo's very good, so that just goes to show what you know. Here's what's going to happen. Not only are they going to beat Tennessee, I said when the playoffs started, why not Cincinnati? And you know what that is, Michael? In all honesty, that's a fence-straddling way of saying, I could see, don't be surprised if.
Go ahead.
Don't be shocked if the Bengals end up in the Super Bowl. That's so once they end up in the Super Bowl, I can say I told you so, even though I never outright and explicitly told you so. Okay? I'm just going to put it on record right now. And then I'll destroy it if necessary. Okay? I'll have this tape deleted if necessary. Okay? Not only are they going to beat Tennessee, but you know Kansas City, as great as Kansas City looked last night, Kansas City looked like they got the AFC, they were in their bag last night, and they looked like they got the AFC in the bag. Patrick Mahomes out here throwing for 405 touchdowns, sending Ben Roethlisberger out the pasture. They looked incredible against an overmatched Pittsburgh Steelers team, but they look incredible. Yeah. Kansas City, they look like they got the AFC on lock. But then here's Buffalo, blowing the doors off of New England. I'm telling you, I got Kansas City in that game. Although not a blowout, I think Buffalo's for real. I'm telling you, Kansas City do not want to see Cincinnati again. And when they do, Michael, when we get to LA, God willing and the creek don't rise, you're going to have to endure a whole week. I'm glad you're happy for Cincinnati. You're going to have to endure a whole week of talking about Cincinnati in the Super Bowl. I'm going all in. I'm switching my pick again. Switching my pick again. Switching it again. I'm getting carried away. This is me getting carried away. Okay?
They got one.
All they do is get that one.
Hold on.
Just break through.
They got one playoff win. They got one playoff win in
now 31
years. Now you got them two more.
Yes.
Now you got two more.
I'm just going crazy.
2 more
just
in the next couple weeks.
You know what I mean? Why not? Why not? Who they? Why not? Why not? Yes, that's just me getting carried away. Completely carried because I want it on record because come next week after they beat Tennessee, I want to be ahead of the conversation. I don't want it to be, wait a second, hold on. Could Cincinnati win the rematch with the Chiefs? Oh my goodness, Joe Burrow, wait, maybe they're ahead of schedule. All the talking points people are going to have next week, I'm just getting ahead of it. That's all.
You had it.
Just getting ahead of it.
I wouldn't mind. See, if it's actually Cincinnati, I don't mind seeing Cincinnati in the Super Bowl. I wouldn't mind it. It wouldn't bother me. If Buffalo gets there, that's a real problem, okay? Because
that's bad for business. It's bad for you.
I got to just put myself way out there, and they come at me in a very disrespectful way. So now it's a problem. It's war. So I am against Buffalo. Let me just make that clear. I'm against Buffalo advancing. Kansas City, go ahead and do that thing. But in all seriousness, Kansas City, I think, Kansas City and Tennessee have been through a lot this year. Tennessee of just kind of losing the face of their franchise for an extended period and then figuring it out and then getting the number 1 seed and having him come back. That's when you really learn what you're made of. But Kansas City, I love what they've done. They already knew that they could just run up and down the field on people. They knew that. And when they struggled to do that at the beginning of the season, hey, what's wrong with Kansas City? They showed you we're not just left brain, we right brain too. The left brain, right brain, we good at math and we good at art. Okay? We can dance, we can draw, and we can be engineers. I mean, they've got the whole thing going on. So I think they're the most complete team. And I said this about Tennessee early in the year. They're the most thorough team. But I think Kansas City proved something to itself. Like, we got Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey and Hill, and we got Bieniemy and we got Reed.
Oh, that's scary.
But our defense is dope too. I think they didn't know that when the season started. Hey, thanks for watching Brother from Another on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave, and be sure to watch us 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Appreciate you.